Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. This is Rebecca, the program director at the Joslyn Center, and today is episode 156 of the Joslyn Variety Show. It is also our last variety show before the holiday. We will be back on Monday, but this one will have to tide you through the weekend, which is why we are doing very fun crafts today. We've got Judy and Veronica both here to help us out with some wonderful Wednesday activities to keep you busy this weekend. This is our last program for the week. There's not any live programming the rest of today or Thursday or Friday, just as a heads up, but don't worry, we'll be back on Monday. There won't be anybody here on the phones for the remainder of the week either, so if there's anything that you need, shoot us an email and we'll be sure to get to you as soon as we're back in the office. So let's go ahead and get started on our craft so that we can give you all something fun to work on while we are not around. So let me turn you around so you guys can see Judy. Judy, how are you today?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good. It's wonderful Wednesday, and Veronica and I are back with the craft today. And you can make this any time of the year, but we're doing it mainly for Christmas. And what we did, so I can show you, is that we got Christmas cards, and we made a circle out of the Christmas cards. And what you do is just put it down here and make a circle, then cut it out. So this is how I got these, all of these. And then what you're gonna do is make a triangle. So here's your Christmas card. And you make a triangle like this. And then you fold the edges up, like so. Okay, because you can tell what we're going to do is put these together. So this is my sample. Let me find it. Right here. So you've got the edges up and you're pasting one edge to the other circle. And you're going to form a kind of a line like this. So it's going to look like this. And you're going to make 10 of these circles. 2 lines of 10. Isn't that right,
You're
Veronica?
going to make one line of 10, and then you have a set of 5 and a set of 5. So you start with 20 circles, and you make a straight line with 10 of them.
And so, Veronica, you want to step in and help?
Okay?
This is a two-man
Team.
operation.
Okay, so
Team.
once, like Judy was saying, you make a straight line using 10 of the circles. Hi,
It's going to be
everyone.
like this.
And then you take that line and you, okay, so let's see here. Let's just do a couple. We have time. Okay, so we're going to set these to the side because that's for something else. So this is the start of the straight line, and the triangle, you can see it's just triangle, 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 triangle. So all the sides are the same. So it, you just keep gluing them together, and it looks like it's curving, because it is, but you just trust that you just keep going. I'm just putting it on the back of my hand, sorry. There's a glue. I'm going to put 2 together. Grab another circle and glue here and put it together so it's like a puzzle. Now to check it and say, well, it looks like it's curvy, we'll just turn it over, and you can see that it's actually, the triangle is zigzagging, so you're going in a straight line. When you have all 10 of them, you need to make a little loop, a little band. We don't have 10, but I'm just showing you. So they're going to come together, and it's going to make a circle. And you set that aside. Then you take 5 left, and you glue them together in a way that's going to, and you'll see, when you're sitting down and doing this, trust me, you'll see how to go straight, and you'll see how to go curved. So I took 5, and I glued them in a way that I could tell they were curving together. Okay, so that's one little 5-piece that's ready to use. And the other one is the same. So we'll end up with 2 5-piece circular forms. This is going to be the bottom. And then this is going to be the middle. And then this one will be the top. Okay? So here, with all these great cards that Judy found, we have a middle section that we made that was a straight line. And then we took the bottom 5 section here and we glued them together. And before we glued them together, we put a ribbon down through the bottom because when we put the top on, we're going to be able to hang it up. So then what you do is you take your ribbon. This one is a 5 section. And let's just say it's not glued yet. It's a 5 section with 1 section left to glue together. Put a ribbon up there. I'm going to glue that back together with our trusty glue stick, or I know we have our glue gun. Oh, it is
I
hot
think it's
enough.
ready.
It's ready. Okay, we'll use that next. Now we close up our little 5 piece, right? Because that's going to be the top. And pull it down, because this is going to be our top piece. It's going to fit right there. Believe it or not, it's going to fit right there because there's 5 tabs here and there's 5 tabs here, and they're all going to get glued together. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And let's do that real quick. The hardest part is doing maybe the first one to anchor it. So let's put some glue there. I'm going to grab one. Everything is roughly the same size. Your triangles are the same size. Your little flaps are the same size. So just grab 2 and put them together. Okay, and I'm just going around in the circle, adding more glue. Put it together before that hot glue dries. Going around in the circle. And this is the great thing about, you know, when you're, like I said, when you're actually physically doing it, you say, oh yeah, I see where we were going. Or I see how that makes a circle when it looked like it was going to be something oval. And it's going around in the circle again.
And Veronica, just an extra, excuse me.
Isn't that funny that happens when you talk sometimes?
Tickle there.
Yeah.
What I did to mine is I got some paper clips.
Oh yeah, that was very helpful. It's like giving you another hand. So that's a good idea. So you can use paper clips and like that to give you an extra hand to work with. And then, believe it or not, you're going to end up with a beautiful ornament. And with your Christmas cards that you've saved, or even these were from magazines, like just great images in the magazines, you know. And so it's different working with the cardboard, working with the with this paper. Each has its advantage, I think. But that's what you end up with.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
It seems more complicated than it is, but I'll post a link to the directions with this video as well, so that if you want to do this at home, you have an extra guide to help you through. But it's a really sturdy, very beautiful ornament. And if you make smaller circles, you'll end up with a smaller ball.
Yeah.
If you want it on, for your Christmas tree, or if you want bigger decorations like this for around your house, you just make bigger circles. And you end up with all this really lovely homemade holiday decorations. Because I know I definitely hate throwing out all of those holiday cards when that's my favorite thing about the season is getting those cards in the mail. And I hate throwing them out. I hate storing them. So this is a great way to take some of your favorites and repurpose them so you can save the thought and the care that came with it, but also have some lovely decorations for your home. So thank you, Judy and Veronica. That was great.
And it makes it so personal too.
It does, and it's very unique.
Do you want me to move this?
We have another This is another fun thing to do. And once you get your materials, it takes you 5 minutes to make it. It's so much fun. So it's just super easy. Okay, so if you have some lunch bags laying around or any type of paper bag, like you might have gift bags or something, just all the same size. I got these at the dollar store. So for $1, I got 40 bags. And then I took, you can use different numbers, but I'd say use at least 8, 9, it's up to you. And then what you do is you take your bags, I'm just gonna leave them in the stack there, and you notice one side's flat and one side has the flap down. And you put glue, a good amount of glue across the top and down. So you're making a T. And then you take the next bag and you just put it right on top. Press it down, done. And you do that for as many bags as you want. I used 8 on my sample. Okay, so you just keep doing that and down. If you want to use a hot glue gun, you can. Just depending on what you have available. I'm going to move quickly with that great tool. Push down and push down. Okay, so let's say we've got, 8's my favorite number. So let's say we did 8. We take our glued stack. So, and then you can take a pencil and you could draw like where you're going to cut, but we're going to cut. So remember, all these side pieces are attached because that's the fold. And we don't cut down here. We don't need to. That's going to be on the very inside. So this is going to be, did I say or did anybody say what we're making?
No.
We're making a snowflake.
Yay!
So this is going to be the top of the snowflake. Okay? So I'm going to make a nice pointy top. So this is a stack, a fairly thick stack to cut through, so make sure your scissors are nice and sharp. Just be careful as you cut through them. Take your time. And I am just what do you call that?
Freehanding?
I am freehanding, thank you. I must have freewheeling. I'm going to freehanding this. And they're still attached there, If I wanted to, live dangerously, I could go right there and make a very small, tall triangle. I would imagine the more you do these that you could see ahead of time what you're going to get. I really have no idea, but we're just going to do that. And maybe I'll cut in just a little bit. See what the other side looks like. Okay, that's our shape. And oh, I did happen to have a hole punch that looks like it's must have been made in the 40s, so it probably still works really well. So that's one way you can add some, that's harder to do, but you can add some design to it. I think there's a seam of the paper in there. Okay. And let's do one more. So this is a new project for me. I haven't done many of these, so I think it's fun to just try things and see what happens. And I can't remember if I saw anybody cutting in here, but I'm going to cut in there to see what happens. Because as long as your fold is still there, you know, it's all attached. People used white lunch bags as well. This is what I found, so this is what I used, and I think it was pretty. Okay, so now we get to open up. This is like the old-fashioned ones. I know when I was a kid, we had some great ones. They were made of foil, like a really thin aluminum, and you'd open up, and there's a beautiful star. So let's open this up, and let's see what we've got. There we go. I'm going to flip it around like this, and I'm going to try and grab this and grab this. Sorry. Oh, you know why this is happening? Because remember,
half a snowflake.
thank you. Which would be perfect if you want to. Maybe do that, but we're not doing that. This is one that's got 8. Thank you, Rebecca. Having a.
That's right, how beautiful. You can make it a fan to sit like on your windowsill or something.
That's right. Here we go. Here's a full one. Check that out.
And that's with 8, right?
This is, I use 8 on this one.
That's beautiful.
So what you can do is, since it really takes no time to do it, you can make a new one next year. And what we'll do is glue this together. I'm going to glue this together. And I think this will be enough. Just kind of go down there. See if I can flip it around quick enough before it dries. And get them to attach. Let's see. Try to feed that down real quick. Now that's where I just joined them, right? But it feels like it's firmer down here, so I'm going to hang it from here. So I took the hole punch and I made a hole there, and I didn't have anything to hang it with at home, so that's why I put that little piece of paper in there. I can just take that. It's great to watch an unedited video. And we're gonna fold that up just like that. Look at that.
Gorgeous. That is such a lovely, easy craft.
It is, and there's no, if it spins around, it looks good at any angle.
And it's so inexpensive. You can make 100 of them and hang them all over your house.
Take a photo and share it with us.
Beautiful. Thank you so much,
Yay.
Veronica. That was lovely.
You're welcome.
And Judy, very clever. I love doing, let me turn you around so I can see you. There we go. I love doing holiday crafts at home, and this is a great time to do it since we are all home and looking for things to keep us busy. So if you try out any of these crafts, send us pictures because we would love to see what you come up with, because you guys are all so creative and so fun. So thank you for joining us today. Have a lovely holiday. We will see you on Monday. Please stay safe. Make sure that you wear your mask. Avoid folks as much as possible. And we will see you here back at the center hopefully very, very soon. But in the meantime, we are wishing you very well and sending you happy thoughts and lots of love for the holiday season. So happy Christmas. Have a great day.
Happy holidays.
Bye.